City Boy? What's up,
your best
word?
Only a Spider-Man.
Oh, buddy. Hey, what's up, City Boy? Sorry I didn't get to you yesterday, man.
Let's not forget Silk the Shocker, too, you know?
Yeah,
Sure.
Rapper. And
Who knows that one.
yeah.
Anyway, hey, so this whole Draymond thing just has me so frustrated. This whole season has been just painful from the very beginning. And now we got, the Bob Myers thing has been hanging over us. Let's not forget, this may be the last series Draymond plays as a Warrior. Sad to say. And it's all coming, the picture's coming clear right now. And it just feels like, it kind of has me down a little bit. I'm bummed out.
Wow, man.
That chip last year, thank God they got the chip last year. But I will say this about the Draymond thing. He was provoked.
Yep.
They lost the game in large part because he was kicked out of the game.
Yes.
So the penalty to me was already served.
I would agree.
The Warriors took an L because of it. So to suspend him now to me is just, it's really frustrating, unless you were going to suspend Sabonis also for provoking him. And when he grabs the elbow, you see him give a yank, too. I mean, it wasn't just a grab. He grabbed and then pulled him back. And why wasn't that a take foul? Did anybody say why when they went to replay, why didn't they call it?
You know what? And City Boy, thanks. He got a flagrant one, didn't he?
Yeah, he got
a technical.
Yeah, he got a flagrant run.
He should have gotten a flagrant one because it was a non-basketball. He didn't play the ball. So, shoot, I should know this by the back of my hand because Fitz says it every time it happens. Flagrant one is this. Flagrant two is unnecessary and excessive. It's got to be a basketball play. That's not a basketball play. So
better at your job.
They were worried about one thing. That stomp, it looked bad, and Steiny, I was going to ask City Boy, in real time, did he know? Draymond didn't go and leave the arena quietly. Maybe. That parade, whatever he put on, that show, Steiny, I'm telling you, that had to be part of this.
Maybe.
You trying to clown the league?
But here's what
and
I don't
you're smiling, which I liked. He was smiling at the board as they were waiting the verdict.
But here's the thing. If that were the case, it would have been so easy for the NBA to say Draymond Green is suspended one game in Game 3 for stomping on Sabonis' chest and then unsportsmanlike conduct or detrimental to the game, make a reference to him being out of control, swearing at fans. Listen, I'm not saying he should have been suspended, but if that was part of it, just say it because – when guys don't leave the court in a timely manner, they get fined. You can penalize a guy for that.
Right.
So if they just would have done that, we'd be like, okay, we still disagree, but I get it. But by saying all priors, we don't know now what they're talking about.
And they don't. Steiny, I was hearing the callers call into the roast, and they're almost feeling like some Dub Nation feel like this is a shot at Lake Up, blowing past the luxury tax. They're like, this is all Warrior related, like it's bigger than Draymond. But I can't go there because nobody knew. The league did not know that this play was going to take place. But I will tell you this. When you try to get over in life, corporations, wrongful terminations, you're on your P's and Q's and you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. The way I read that memo was like, we don't give a damn if we left something looking bad. We are going to get Draymond. That the NBA, Steiny, they were like, whatever. And that's why they threw up priors. We ain't got to explain to you, Steiny. If it don't make sense, he shouldn't have did it. That's what I don't like about this, is it's almost like a FU to Dray. We don't care. Hey, yeah,
they don't.
We normally don't do it this way.
Right.
It don't add up. But we don't care. Don't stop anybody. But Sabonis milking it. Oh, I need an X-ray.
Oh, by the way, thank you for...
I need an X-ray.
Thank you. Sabonis has a sternum contusion.
What is that?
And Evan, did we get a report on
What
Sabonis?
is that?
He's questionable, but is returning to form.
Okay, so for Warrior fans out there,
don't worry.
Sabonis is getting better. He's got a little sternum contusion. He's going to be all right.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's questionable for tomorrow. All right, there, I'm just...
but sternum
that's a deep move, I get it.
Boy,
I'm
the
just
medical.
Collapsed lung.
Wow.
He could have. Let's go to...
This is, dude.
let's go to Hunter's Point.
The point.
Look, Hunter Point Ray.
All right.
Hunters Point Ray. What's up, Hunters Point Ray?
Gentlemen, how you guys doing this morning?
Talk
Doing
to
well.
us.
Good. What up, Gru?
Hey, we need answers.
Maybe we ought to start calling you the Silk.
Hey, if you want.
Hey, yeah, listen, I think what's being overlooked out of all of this, when Draymond was doing his antics, did you see his teammates? You see Klay, you see Curry, see the team. They were just walking around as if, hey, we're tired of this. And I think what Draymond did on yesterday, he made it easier for Lakeup and for Myers to make their decision on next year. And I really think that he has the approval of Curry and not bringing him back because enough of this, period. No matter what happens, no matter what the outcomes come, enough of this.
Hunters Point Ray.
Man, Steiny.
I'm subscribing. I think that's very. I think some of Dre's teammates are over him.
And we talked about it yesterday, Matt.
I think some of Dre's teammates think he messed the season up.
Okay. Hey, but I told you yesterday I was in the building behind the Warriors bench, and I was looking while this was going on at the mannerisms. I told you this. And outside of Quinones, the youngster, Steiny, I felt like, and I can't tell I know what the next man is thinking, but it was almost like we've been there, done that. It was not that, let's go, you know what I mean? Let's ride for it. Now, of course, they tried to go win the game, but from my seat, I felt like they kind of were like, not again.
Let me ask.
Right, that's astute observation.
There's a lot of Draymond fans out there, and rightfully so. My question is this, though, and what if Curry's and Klay are sick of this? What if they are?
Well, they haven't been up until this point.
And what if Draymond either opts out and signs somewhere else, or the Warriors trade him in the offseason because it didn't end well? And after Draymond's gone, it just becomes clear that, it was just time. Nobody's going to badmouth. It was just time.
Yeah.
Does the fact that Curry and Klay might be sick of this guy, does that leave an imprint on anybody who loves Dray?
Well, that's not the
my point is this: if you're going to ride or die with Dray,
which they have,
Draymond Green.
Okay.
Well, guess what? Curry may be sick of it. Curry may be done riding with him after this year. So if Curry's done riding with him, who the hell else is going to ride with him?
But I'm telling you, Steiny, there's a thing called graveyard love. You ride to the end. And if Jordan Poole's punch didn't get anybody off his wagon, nothing's going to come between those guys. And I just told you and shared with you all what I thought they were thinking, but you love your brother to the end. And if it has not happened now, after 16, after the punch, you're right, we'll never know. And this can naturally be, hey, I'm going somewhere else, but we'll never know if they're fed up.
You said Hunter Park Ray got a good point.
Right, but my point is, I can be mad at my brother, but not give up on him. And if they haven't given up Dray yet, Steiny, I don't think this was one that's going to put them over the top. And guess what? There's going to be a game 4, and guess who's playing in that one? Draymond. And they'll come back, we'll forget about it, just like we forgot about him punching his teammate. That's just it. That's called love, Steiny.
I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility to think that Klay and Curry are sick of this.
And what about Kerr? We heard him 2 years ago on TV say, I'm sick of it.
I know.
But they got past that because the love is greater than when you get mad at your brother.
Not always.
Who?
Joe in Walnut Creek. Sometimes you got to just cut ties. Sometimes you can no longer
That's a song. Drake, I think, cut ties.
Sometimes you can no longer enable. You know what they say? Well, sometimes you got a kid that's a drug addict. You got to kick him out at some point.
Thank God I ain't experienced that. Shout out to all the parents, man, that have gone through that.
Did you do drugs?
No, I'm saying that I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up, Joe?
I agree with that. Sometimes you do got to cut ties. Look, everybody keeps saying Draymond's a smart player. A smart player doesn't get baited like he got baited by LeBron, costing them a series. A smart player doesn't get baited like Sabonis baited him. He's an emotional player. An emotional player wins you a few games and loses you a few games. A smart player really knows how to control their emotions, and he can't do that. He physically can't control his emotions. I think maybe you do cut ties. Honestly, he gave the Warriors an excuse to do what they've been wanting to do this whole series, this whole year, which is just kind of give up. Now they have an excuse to lose this series, which they were going to lose anyway. And that's what an emotional player does. And I think, he's great. We love him. But they're making a huge mistake if they sign him. Even if they sign Klay to these max contracts, they've been losing all year because they're underperforming every one of their contracts. And if they're smart, they're going to cut those guys loose, and then they're going to sign some guys that don't underperform. But honestly, this season ended the way it started. Thank you, Draymond. You started it horribly. It screwed the whole season up, and now you're going to end it. So it's a fitting ending to this season and this dynasty.
Thanks, Joe. I think a lot of fans feel that way.
Man, Steiny.
I do. Yeah. And listen, I want to make it clear. I'm not saying Klay and Steph
it's a thought.
Are sick of Draymond, but to think that they might be sick of it is not out of bounds.
But that's who he is, Steiny. The good outweighs the bad.
No,
does it?
Does it anymore?
Okay. Now, hey, I don't have the answer, but I'm telling you, you would bet your right arm that they
not anymore. Maybe not anymore. And I'm the same guy that said I don't think they can win it without him.
Do you remember a time where the Splash Brothers, Bob Myers, to our face, Steve Kerr, they said they know what they're dealing with Dray?
I mean, they like it.
But, no, I'm not saying that. I don't like what my wife does half the time. We're still together.
Point. Everybody has a tipping point.
And that's where I'm at with. I get you. In summer, the fans it's been broke. But the organization, man, I don't think this put them over the top.
I do. Well, I don't know that this put them over the top, but to me, this is now confirmed. Everything.
Now you can be tired, Snotty. I get it.
This all confirms the kind of year it's been.
Oh, it's
been an S show.
No doubt about that.
You know what? Let's cut it out.
I'll give you that. But they got his back. And you know how they got his back?
No.
Tomorrow they go kick the King's ass.
Well, that's great that you can give a speech, and maybe I'll let you give one.
No, I don't want.
But you cannot say they have his back. We don't know that anymore.
That's fair.
They've had his back at every turn. They'll probably have his back again.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely normal and reasonable to think, I bet you Steph Curry's getting sick of this guy.
Or what about Joe Lacob?
Yes.
Now that's different.
Bob Myers. Yeah, Bob Myers and Draymond have a special relationship. Guess what? Still doesn't mean Draymond can't drive him nuts.